Let's look at an example where we're asked to find the equation of a line through the points 6 comma negative 2 and 3 comma 1. So when we're asked to find an equation of line and we're only given points, the thing to start off with is the point slope form. So there are two forms for creating a line. One of the equations is y minus y naught is equal to m times x minus x naught, and that is the point slope form. There are two pieces of information that we're going to need to create this equation. One is going to be a point, so here's our point, and we're going to call that point x naught comma y naught. Now notice we have 2 points that we're given, 6 comma negative 2 and 3 comma 1. It doesn't matter which one you choose. I would say go for whichever one looks like it has smaller numbers because that's always easy. So in this case, I'm going to choose 3 comma 1 as the point that we're going to plug in. Second piece of information that we're going to work with is we need to know the slope. So that is the second one. Slope is usually denoted by the letter m. This is known as the rise over the run. In other words, how far up over how much you go over, right? So up, down, let's say up, down, over, left, right. And a lot of times what we'll do is we'll write this out as y naught minus, or y1 minus y naught. Whew. All right, we're gonna do this. y1 minus y naught over x1 minus x naught. All right, we already figured out which one is our x naught and our y naught. So let's put in, I'm just gonna put this on the side, then use our second point as our x1, y1. So we're going to use this as our 6, negative 2. All right, so it doesn't matter which one you actually have first or second when you're doing this. The main key is that you keep it the same. So if we start with this point as our x1, y1 on top, we have to use the x1, y1 on bottom, right, first. So let's start off with our y1, which is a negative 2, minus our y0, which if we look over here, our y0 is 1. So we're going to put that in. Our x1 is the number 6. And our x0 is the number 3. So on our top, we have negative 2 minus 1, which is a negative 3. On our bottom, we have 6 minus 3, which is positive 3. When we have the same number as top as bottom on a fraction, they cancel each other out, but they don't exactly kill each other off. We aren't left with a 0. It turns out to be ending up kind of this mysterious 1 that's there, even though it doesn't look like it's there. So we have two pieces of information that we want. We have our point, we have our slope, and we can plug those pieces of information into our equation to get what we want as our final solution. So we are going to start off with y minus, and now where we see the y naught, we're going to plug in a 1. Where we see an m, we're going to put a negative 1. And then where we see an x naught, we're going to plug in a 3. So there is our final equation that goes through those 2 points. Thank you for listening.